Hi there, my name is Corey Luckner of First Class Medical, and in today's video, we're going to go over the unboxing of the Airsep Intensity 10 Home Oxygen Concentrator. Now I'd like to show you what's going to actually come in your packaging for the Airsep Intensity 10. Of course, you'll have the 10-liter concentrator itself, as you see here. You will receive a manual. So if we don't go over anything in this video that might answer any questions you may have, I can guarantee you'll find it in this. You'll have a little nozzle. This nozzle we'll explain here in this view exactly how to set this up. This will allow you to put the cannula or oxygen tubing onto that unit. You will always receive a 7-foot cannula with every package. Now, I wanted to show this, but this is optional. You will have the option to have supply tubing and a connector for that. So the reason why you'd want something like this would be, say if you wanted to have this unit somewhere in the house that you're going to be far away from. Let's just say in this case, because your 7-foot cannula is here, it's farther away than 7 feet. You can get the 25-foot or even longer than that supply tubing. And how it basically works is, and I have a cannula here to show it, is one end's going to go into this connector. Okay. The other end will go into the female connector here, and then you'll have the supply tubing go into the unit. In this case, it would be 25 feet plus the 7 feet of cannula tubing here to then allow that to extend farther. So just so you know, that 25-foot supply tubing, in this case 25 feet, and the connector are something that you would have to get additional, but if you're not worried about that, of course, you always have your 7-foot cannula. Now that you know what's going to come with your package, I'd like to show you how to set up your unit for first-time use. To start off, I'm going to start off with this little nozzle. This is what's going to allow you to put the cannula or oxygen tubing onto the unit. So this little nozzle here, you'll notice here, we'll just screw right on. We'll screw this on real quick so it's snug. Okay, so that's on. You're going to have the cannula. That end's going to go right into the unit here. If you have the one thing we didn't talk about is a humidifier bottle. If you had a humidifier bottle, that would go onto here, and your cannula would go out from there. The humidifier bottle just allows you to get some humidity in your oxygen, just in case, say if you're sensitive, your nose is sensitive or anything that, maybe you get, you deal with dried up issues there. Well, the humidifier is going to help with that because it's going to put humidity in that oxygen. You'll have the AC cord that's already into the unit, comes already installed on there, so not anything separate. That's going to go into your wall outlet at home. In this case, I have an extension cord just to use for demonstration. Now that it's plugged in, you have your switch here for the power. Switch that on. You're going to hear this unit turn on. Now, there's a few different things we're looking at here. I'm going to start on my right, your left-hand side. Of course, there was the power switch there. We got basically a power breaker or resetter here, just in case if anything kind of goes on with maybe issues at home with the power resetting or power outage or anything like that happens. This is a power breaker. We have your digital hour meter here. This is going to show you how long this unit's been running or in total, so how many hours the unit's been used. You have the flow gauge here. You're going to notice here that I can go one way. I'm going clockwise. It's going to bring the flow down from all the way up to a 10 down to a 1. I can then go counterclockwise, and that's going to allow me to get that unit up to a 10. Okay, this unit's going to get louder the higher in flow rate you go. It's going to get quieter the lower you go. So I'm going to set this back down just to the lower 2 in this case. You have, of course, little warnings. They don't want you having any kind of flames or smoking or anything around this unit. You're going to have a little exclamation point, a little warning sign here. This is going to let you know if there's ever anything going on with your unit. If this ever comes on, it will notify you. You're going to have a little power sign here. If there's any kind of interruption in power, notice that maybe something went on with your home or anything like that, it's going to let you know here. And then your O2. If your O2 purity for this unit ever goes to the point that's too low, or what it considers too low for you to be getting that medical grade oxygen, this light will come on, letting you know that there's an oxygen purity issue and that we need to see this unit and get it serviced so we can get it producing back to that medical grade oxygen. So there's not really much, as you can tell, when it comes to these stationary units. It's very simple setup, very simple to use. Basically plug everything in, turn it on, set it to the actual flow rate that you need. And at that point, when you're all done using this unit, press the power button, you'll hear the unit go off, and that's it. The dimensions of the Airsep Intensity 10 liter are 27.5 inches in height, 14.5 inches in length, 16.5 inches in width. The Airsep Intensity 10 weighs in at 58 pounds. Of course, not something you're going to want to carry around everywhere, but being that it's a stationary unit, it's typically going to be something you're going to keep at your home, maybe in a room. Once again, use some supply tubing, get that, be comfortable wherever you're at in your home and be able to have that unit running and get the oxygen from it. So hopefully you're not carrying it around too much. When you're looking at this unit, you're looking at a unit that will go from 1 up to 10 liters per minute on a continuous flow. These stationary units do not do pulse flow. They are only continuous flow. So that steady flow of oxygen is always going to be pushing or coming out of the port here, depending on the liters per minute that you have set. But you will have the option to go all the way up to a 10. And then, of course, this unit can be used 24/7, 365 days a year. It is built to last. It's built to be ran like that. These stationary units, they know when they made these and manufactured these that these were going to be typically the main source for oxygen for their oxygen users. So it can be used 24/7. And when looking at this unit, you're going to be able to use this unit at night if you have sleep apnea. So you use a CPAP, a BiPAP, or a VPAP. You'll have the option to be able to bleed in that oxygen with your sleep apnea device so that you can also not only get your sleep apnea taken care of with the sleep therapy, but also get the oxygen you need at night. That's everything that you need to know about the Intensity 10 specs. If you'd like to see videos about the Intensity 10 here being compared to other oxygen concentrators like itself, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification above to be notified live when we post those videos. And of course, make sure to join our private Facebook group where you can interact and ask questions with other oxygen users like yourself. And most importantly, if you're interested in any of our stationary or portable oxygen concentrators, make sure to give us a call on the number below. Our respiratory specialists are here to assist you with any questions you may have. They will also make sure to guide you into the best home or portable oxygen concentrator for your needs. You can also visit our website at www.first, and that's www.first, and first is the number 1 ST classmed.com. So one last time for you, www.firstclassmed.com. You can visit our website, see all the different stationary and portable concentrators we have. I appreciate you watching this video. Thanks and have a wonderful day.